Hey, what's up, guys? Peace and blessings. Welcome back to my live real talk with your girl, Lady D. This right here is just a pop up. I usually come on maybe around about 5 or usually, like 7 o'clock. But I just had some stuff that I wanted to go ahead and talk about, which I might start back doing videos instead of doing lives, but which I like doing lives because it's much easier. And also, I don't edit my lives, it's uncut. But I want to go ahead and talk about. I saw some YouTubers talked about Marsau and Tisha on Love and Marriage in Huntsville, how they went ahead and dragged them when it comes to their business, which was very disturbing. Also, as well as Dr. Umar Johnson, I also saw a YouTuber. They was sitting on a panel. Dr. Umar, he was up there as well, but they was questioning him when it comes to his school. So I want to go ahead and talk about that as well. And if I get time, I want to go ahead and talk about Meghan Markle, how she's not invited, to King Charles coronation, which I don't even know what that is, but I guess they're going to go ahead and crown him or whatever. But they need to go ahead and just put all that to rest. But I want to go ahead and talk about that as well because, like I said, if I'm not invited, then I don't think that my husband should go as well. So, what you think about that? So, we're gonna go ahead and talk about all that right there. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and play back the 30-second countdown, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get into my commentary. So, guys, make sure when you come in, hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Okay, guys. So, like I said, I saw how they was dragging. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Marsau and Tisha on Love and Marriage in Huntsville. How I saw a video. It was very disturbing how they went ahead and dragged them to the field. Was even talking about how, they wouldn't go into that establishment. They don't want to support them. And to me, it doesn't make sense. I want to know why, we are so hard on our people. I don't care if you don't like that person, especially when it's a black owned business, still support them. And for you to come on social media and knowing that, is a very huge platform, why would you want to go ahead and try to, talk about someone's business? That's the way that, they make their livelihood. I just don't understand it, guys. Just help me to make it make sense because it doesn't make sense at all. Just because you basing something off of a reality show, you want to go ahead and get other people, to stop supporting that person just because you don't like that person, just because, come on, guys, help me to make it sense. It doesn't make sense at all. And for them, especially our people, knowing that we don't have that many, black entrepreneurs out there anyway, maybe about 1%, in the United States out of 99 of others, having businesses and in your community running businesses. And when you see your own people trying to, at least get a business off of ground, we should be supporting that person, not talking about it. It doesn't make no sense at all. That's just to show you how some of us it's like a bunch of crabs in a barrel. You don't want nothing, and you don't want nobody else to get it. You don't want nobody else to make it. And to me, it's disturbing. It's very disturbing. Just like with Dr. Umar Johnson, how he was on a platform, and I mean, this lady that was talking to him, I mean, she looked like she was very bitter, asking Dr. Umar Johnson, to go ahead and post all his tax records or whatever he have, just post it on his website. Why would you want to go ahead? Why would you want Dr. Umar to post all that on his website? Just for you guys to go ahead and pick it apart? And like I said, when it comes to Dr. Umar Johnson, he's no dummy. He's no dummy at all, because he know exactly what their intentions are. Half of the ones that's doing all that talking, they're not supporting him. All they trying to do is find something so they can pick apart, so they can go ahead and run with it. Why would you go and report my brother to the IRS? Why would you open up the can of worms? And I take stuff like this personal. And the reason why I take it personal, because of what happened to me. Our black people, like I said there and say, they do the most, not knowing that when they are blessed, you are blessed. Are you next in line for a blessing? And I was going back and forth with some of the ones that was commenting, and how they were saying, oh, you don't know who he is. You don't know what he'll do to you and all this other stuff. His school will never come off the ground. It's just a scam. Well, the man is out there asking you guys to help him, give him donations. Why don't you help him? Maybe if you see it's coming up, if you see he have problems or he needs some donations or whatever he need, why don't you help him? Why are you talking? And this is how I am. I'm the type of person is that if you see something that you see your brother or your sister is doing to help the entire community, then why don't you lend a helping hand? And that's how I see it. And sometimes you got a lot of people on the sideline. Like I used to tell the ones that's in my business, you guys doing all the talking. Why you don't sit there and start you a business? Why don't you do it? If you think that you can go ahead and run it better. But most of the ones that's doing all that talking, trust me, they don't have no business, don't have nothing, just sitting on their couch behind the computer, just all up in other people's business, trying to sabotage other people, telling them what they need to do, but yet you sitting home. And that's the part that makes me upset. I mean, it really upsets me. It's like one of my biggest pet peeves. Why would people do that? If you see someone is trying, at least try and help them. Don't talk about them. Why would you want to go ahead and try to, you know, see someone, sabotage someone? Why would you do that? It just don't make no sense. I just can't just wrap that around my brain. And the thing about it is, it's just our people, we do the most. Like I say, old master don't have to do anything anymore. All he have to do is just sit under his tree, drink his lemonade, cock his feet up, because we doing the work for him. He don't have to do it anymore because now it's embedded in our head. I mean, it's a bunch of plantation. We can be our worst enemy. And that's sad. When we don't want to see our own people come up. But yet we would rather help someone else that does not care about us, does not have our best interests, but yet we will support those type of people. Come on, guys, help me to make it make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. That's just to show you that we have a long ways to go. We need to learn to support our own people. But the thing about it is that we don't want to start our own business, but yet we want to be the biggest consumers. Don't you know? And I say it all the time that we spend trillions of dollars. I thought it was like 1 point something billion, but no, they say we spend at least $1 or $2 trillion a year on junk stuff that does not even going to prosper, and something that is not even going to benefit. It's just going to rot. We are the biggest consumers. Why do you think that they can come into our community and start businesses? Because they know that we're going to support them. But let our own people in our own community set up shops, set up a business. If you're not going to sit there and go into those establishments, when you do go in it, you're going to want discounts, you're going to complain, you're going to find some type of problem with it. But yet when you go to someone else that's out of your community, or maybe into your community, that's not going to put one dime back into your community, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you're going to go and support them. Come on, guys, make it make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Oh, we're going to support them. But guys, we just got to stop it. We got to wake up. We can't sit there just because you feel like this person is not doing right according to your standard. Then you want to keep shining a light on them. And if these people, the IRS or anyone, would have had problems with him, believe me, they would have been shut that down. But the thing about it is that he's doing it himself. And I don't blame him, because once you get the government in your business, they can come in and do whatever they want to do. And that's what you guys want. You guys want everybody into his business so they could come in anytime when they feel like it and shut it down. But no, he's smart. He's doing it himself with donations. You don't have to give Dr. Umar Johnson. If you don't want to give him, don't give it to him. But if you don't give it to him, you shouldn't talk. That's just how they be saying when voting time. If you don't vote, then you don't have nothing to say. But the ones that is not doing nothing, they are the ones that got so much to say. Like he said, he don't owe no one nothing but the ones that supporting his donors, the ones that's donating. Those are the ones that he gonna answer to. Not you guys. Guys, come on. Wow, man, it's just sad. Like I say, guys, we got a long, long ways to go. Some of us, we are not even going to cross over. We're going to just stay in our mess, stay wallowing in our mess. Because, like I said, our mind, we got to sit there and renew this mind. Because we just messed up. It's time for us to start owning things. We pretty much, we run everything. We make everything. It's just that we don't own it. And so in a minute we make it, we go and sell it out. Or they take it. Because we don't own the patent. And not to, like I said, we're not no dummies. We're not, we're very smart, very intelligent people. Like I said, most of all the stuff that they gotten because of you. Look at the music industry. You think that these people would be billionaires, trillionaires? I'm talking about the ones that's cutting those checks. They wouldn't be able to cut those checks without you. Look at Kanye West. You guys want to put your mouth on him, want to talk about him. Yeah, he does some really crazy stuff. Some stuff I really don't understand. But look at him right now. He got Adidas right where he want, right on their knees, flat on their face, where they thought that they could outsmart him. How are you going to have someone else's brand and want to prosper off of them, but don't want to invite them into the to the table? Come on, guys. If I have a brand and I'm supporting this company, we helping each other, then I wants to be at the table as well. So they thought that they was going to sell his brand without him. And then they was saying that they was going to go ahead and do it. Nobody is going to buy no knockoff shoes. They might as well go ahead and give it to the homeless. Go ahead and give it to someone on the streets, because trust me, no one is not going to pay a dime for it. Maybe if they bring it to pay less, but without Yeezy's name, it's not going to sell. And Kanye even talked about that. Kanye talked about, yeah, okay, Adidas need him more than he need Adidas. He may have lost $1 billion, but they losing billions. And even if they try to sell his brand, they still going to have to cut him a percentage out of it. Guys, these people think that like we just fell off a chair, fell off out the sky somewhere. Like, we brainless. We are very smart, very intelligent people. It's just that we just don't want to wake up. We just want to stay asleep. That's how I look at it. It's just like we just want to stay asleep. It just don't make no sense. Like I say, long as these people can put that foolish stuff in our face and we entertain them, buck dance, they know right there. They feel like they can continue working overtime on us. And it's not no white or black thing. It's all about power. I'm starting to see it now. It's all about power. Because our own people, as you can see, they would do the most. Our own people would hand our head on a silver platter to them. So it's not really a black and white thing. It's all about power. It's all about almighty dollars. Guys, come on. I've been watching a lot of African Africans that's blogging now, showing their village, and showing all around African in these little small village. I mean, guys, you need to go ahead and watch it. You need to go ahead and watch it. Because I mean, these people are very, very, to us, poor, but in their mind they are rich. These people are happy, very happy. I mean, they take nothing and make something. Nothing is a waste to them. I've been watching all their videos. I even watch how they got a lot of foreigners that's coming in, and I'm talking about white foreigners coming in excuse me, coming in Africa and sitting there blogging about all the stuff that's going on in these little small villages and taking out but not putting anything in. But in spite of, they still showing them love. They still happy. They're working with what they have. They're not trying to tear each other down. We need to start looking at how they surviving, because we chasing after almighty dollars, chasing after all this stuff, and still is not happy, still can't have peace, still chasing and gonna continue chasing long as you trying to live like the Joneses, but inside, like I say all the time, living like the Waltons. It doesn't make sense, to me. It doesn't make sense at all. So we just got to stop all that jealousy, man. Jealousy, don't you know jealousy is crueler than the grave? Jealousy will go ahead and keep their eyes on their prey until they go ahead and take them out. That's just how cruel jealousy is. And we got to stop, guys. Because, like I say, this right here is messed up. Not knowing, when we are blessed, you are blessed too. Or maybe if you sit there and stop being so jealous, you might have something greater, even better. But it got to start somewhere. Because if you see someone else is doing something, instead of helping them, but trying to tear it down, to me, that's what I call jealousy. That's what I call jealousy, because if I don't want to support that person and I never put a dime in that person's pocket, then I don't have no room to sit there and say anything about that person. So what it is to me, what it is jealousy. And we got to stop it, guys. And that's what I wanted to go ahead and talk about, man, because like I said, guys, we are just messed up. But let me go ahead and see if I can go ahead and pull this up right here. I wanted to go ahead and carry them up, but for some reason, every time when I go live and I try to carry them up, I always have problems. So I'm not even going to try to go ahead and carry them up. Well, I'm not even going to pull that up. I was going to pull something up on YouTube, but I'm not going to go pull that up either. But like I said, guys, we got a long ways to go. It's time for us to go ahead and stop all that foolishness, and start working together, and like I say, I want to go ahead and talk about this right here with Meghan Marcus. Now, this right here is a trip. This is a trip. I'm hearing right now that they saying that King Charles, he's about to I guess, get crowned. So I guess that's what it means. But he invite his son, but it's not going to invite his son's wife. Did you hear what I said? Now tell me, guys, make it make sense. Now you going to invite your son, but you're not going to invite your wife. All he just asking to be dethroned. Because I'm pretty sure if Harry go to his dad's coronation, I promise you his clothes going to be right there with him. That would be grounds for a divorce. And not only that, I believe that the whole entire world going to go ahead and dethrone him, going to go ahead and shut that down, which to me, they should shut it down anyway, because I don't see what these people serve. Especially when we know the history behind all this. What do these people serve? What's the purpose of this? The maniac. What's the purpose of that? It doesn't make no sense, especially when you wants to rule over a country, but yet you wants to be racist. Come on, guys, make it make sense, because this does not make sense at all. This does not make sense at all. That's just to show you right now, we fighting the wrong people. We want to fight each other. But these people right here, they going to stick together. They're going to make sure, as they call their race pure, they're going to make sure that they keep it together. But not us. These people openly being racist. What tell me, what did Meghan Marcus do besides tell them how she felt? And I'm pretty sure she tried to pass it privately to them, but they didn't want to hear. So you think that she was going to raise her kids in a home that is toxic, in a place that's toxic, she's afraid of? So she's afraid of, what a mother going to do? A mother is going to take her children and get the heck out of there and find where she's safe, where she's loved at. Come on, guys, make it make sense. That was driving her crazy. But they need to go ahead, to me, they need to go ahead and shut it down. Shut it completely down. Because now that Britain pretty much colonized the entire Africa, how they got what they got today. Look at this right here. I want to show you this. This right here is Prince. Let me see if I can go ahead and make it a little bigger. This right here is Prince Williams, and this is his wife, Kate. They are in some part of Africa, and they got them, picked them up like they God, like they are God. And this is the 20. Let me see if I can look at this right here. Look at this right here. And you want to sit there and call out. Let me see if I can go ahead and get back to this right here. Let me see. I want to go ahead and show it. Let me see if I can show the beginning of. You want to sit there and you want to put your foot, on. We got all this stuff right here going on. Come on, guys, make it make sense. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Make it make sense. I'm trying to see if I can go ahead and let me see, because I usually use slides, but I didn't feel like using those slides. Let me see if I can let me see if I can but guys, like I said, we just messed up, guys. It's just to show you we still have a long ways to go. But see, stuff like this, y'all not interested in nothing like this. All y'all interested up there and mean us no good. Because like I said, it starts with the mind first. If the brains is not working right, what makes you think everything else gonna work right? To us, we love it. And that's why I say nothing new under the sun. We love it. To us, it's the norm. I'm trying to see if I can go ahead and because I know I had a bigger picture of it, because I wanted to see y'all to see this. That's just to show you guys we fighting each other, and yet the enemy, people that wants to see us suppress, oppress, depress. I can't pull it up, but we don't care. We don't care. And to this right here, this is like somebody speaking some foreign language to you guys. But this right here, like I say, guys, it's just to show you that we got a long ways to go. A long ways to go. But yet we want to fight each other. We want to tear each other down. But yet, like I say, the real enemies out there, the real powers that struck people in high places wicked places or whatever you want to call it. Yet they work it overtime on us, and it's not just a white thing. It's a black thing as well as a white thing. Because anytime when you try to go ahead and help the ones that's suppressing you, something is wrong with you. You got to go ahead and check yourself. That's how I look at it. That's just to show you we are really messed up. But let me see if I can go ahead and read this right here because I like to stay on at least an hour. Let me see if I can read this to you. Yeah, this article, who this article is by, it says Music Monday Mundal. Yeah, but this right here, it says that King Charles invited to his coronation, but not Meghan Markle. And it says King Charles III has invited Prince Harry to his coronation, but not his wife Meghan Markle. The decision has caused surprises and debate among the followers of the royal family, since Meghan is a well known and respectable public person. So, like I say, let them go ahead and do it. They go and do it, I promise you, they will regret it. All this stuff that needs to be shut down will be shut down. And right here it says, according to some sources close to the crown, they claim that the king has made the decision for personal reasons and has not given future explanation about it. However, it is believed that Meghan's absence may be related to her departure from the royal protocol in March 2020, when she and Prince Harry decided to re-announce their responsibilities as senior members of the royal family. And we already know when it comes to King Charles, we already know about him anyway. So, like I said there and say, I don't understand how he was able to wear that crown anyway. All the stuff that he have done. That's just to show you, how we look at these reality shows and looking at Martell and what he did to his wife, which it was wrong. But yet, you don't see these people right here. You don't see them sitting there crying and out, dethrone this person and causing all kind of havoc. You don't hear them people doing nothing like that. No. Now he's supposed to be the king, but yet he got his mistress right there on the side of him. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. Not one thing, not at all. That's just to show you guys. We sit there and put all our energy on our own people, but do you think that they gonna go ahead and put their foot on their own people? No, not at all. Not at all. But let me see if I can go ahead and move on to something else. See if I can go ahead and move on to something else. But guys, like I said, that's just to show you that it is time for us to just go ahead and wake up. Trying to see if I can get onto something else because for some reason I'm just having problems with my. I might just go ahead and just. I don't know. I might have to. I cleaned it out, cleaned my laptop out, and I'm still having problems. So I really don't know why I'm going through what I'm going through. But I'm gonna internet provider because it might be my internet because I see that I have like one bar, so I'm gonna go ahead and change to another provider. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to go ahead and talk about, guys. Because like I say, we be putting our energy on other stuff, but what we need to put our energy on, the real stuff that's going on out there, we turn the other cheek. And to me, it doesn't make no sense at all. So let me see what else I can go ahead and find so I can go ahead and talk about because I'm gonna stay on at least an hour. I was thinking about doing scavenger hunt. Scavenger hunt. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but yeah, scavenger hunt. I was thinking about doing that, doing some kind of game. Pick a day so I can go ahead and something and change it up. Which I was thinking about, just go ahead and just make videos and not do the lives as much. But yeah, I'm just on Instagram right now. See, with something else that I wanted to go ahead and talk about. Let me see if I can go ahead and find something. But see, when you start talking about stuff like this, shoot, our people, like I said, some of us, not all of us, because they got people out there, that seek truth. You know, let me see what. Oh my God, what is this? Like I say, see all this stuff right here. See how people love stuff like this. Let me see what we're gonna talk about. See what's going on with Emmett Till. Let's see what's going on with him, because they never went ahead and arrested this person. She's still able to stay in her home and die in her home. But yet, just look how they had did Bill Cosby, 80-something-year-old man. They made sure that he saw the inside of a jail. But this right here, this coming from the Shed Room, which I love. They always keep us to date. It says the cousin of Emmett Till files lawsuit seeking the arrest of Kara Brian Donham. I thought, they had sat there and said they wasn't going to go ahead and arrest her, which they should. But right here it says Emmett Till protesters storm a senior living facility in search of Carolyn Bryan Donham. So I guess she must be, in a retirement home or something like that. Relatives of Emmett Till seeks to reopen investigation of the teen 1955 lynching. And right here it says the cousin of Emmett Till, Patricia Sterling, has filed a federal lawsuit against current LaFleur County Sheriff Ricky Banks. The suit is demanding that Sheriff Banks serve an arrest warrant to Carolyn Bryan Donham for her role in Emmett's death. The suit comes after an unserved 1955 arrest warrant for Carolyn was discovered at the LaFleur County Courthouse last year. The officer of Mississippi Attorney General Lynn Flinch said in July there were no evidence to try to pursue a criminal case against Carolyn. And a month later, a grand jury declined to indict Donham after hearing more than 7 hours of testimony from investigators and witnesses. Good well, these people is not going to do her not one thing. But like I said, oh my God, they say, what's her name? Lisa Ray. Her mother had passed. Yeah, guys, I'm just sitting here. I just felt the need to go ahead and talk about all that right there with Marsau and Tisha on Love and Marriage in Huntsville. How people trying to go ahead and you know taint their business. People need to stop it. That's just entirely too much. What is this? Let me see what this is. I think I did hear something like this before. This is what's his name? I don't like putting that in my spirit. She's crying because of her daughter. like I said, then say this is the type of world that we live in. But yep, guys, that's what I wanted to go ahead and talk about. Like I said, we just got to go ahead and just do a little better than what we are doing now. Like I said, when our people bless, trust me, we don't have to tear down each other, you know, help each other, support each other. Because I truly believe that, we can build back Black Wall Street. We can build back, and be Black entrepreneurs and start businesses right in our own community, and, you know, support each other. If we can support other people and allow them to become powerful as they are today, and most of them don't even really like you. Look what they used to say about Adidas, was making shoes for the Nazis, and I'm gonna say allegedly, but there's a lot of articles out there. These people don't care about you guys, but yet you support them. And just because Kanye West has said something on his Instagram page, they wanted to go ahead and cancel him. But like I say, who's hurt now? Because I'm pretty sure that the ones that decide to go ahead and cancel him, they not gonna have no job. They trust me, you losing billions of dollars, but they rather lose billions of dollars than allow this Black man, as they feel, has made them look small. And I don't even think Adidas even wanted to do that. The only reason why they did it because there was pressure by the power that be. And they gonna make the final call. So if they say go ahead and shut it down, I guess they felt like they had to follow suit because that's the way that the system is set up. Where they going to work together? But if only, Lord, if only our people can do that. Wow. If our people can do that, trust me, we will be a force to be reckoned with. And that's real talk. But we don't like working together. But like I said, it's a time out for all that foolishness. It's a time out for all that. We've been allowing these people to rock us to sleep for so long. Now it's time for us to sit there and, start our own business, you know, but we don't want to see each other make it. We want to act like crabs in a barrel. We don't want to see each other make it. That's sad, guys. That's horrible. And the thing about it is that that's the way that the system is designed. Because the ones that feel like they got just a little step ahead, they feel that in order for them to keep what they got to put their foot on your neck. That's messed up. That's why I say, guys, make sure you go and watch some of these African videos. Those how these little African YouTubers. Make sure you go ahead and check them out because that's what I've been watching. I mean, these people that's in those little small villages don't have nothing, but they so rich, so rich. I mean, these people will take sticks and make it out of something. I mean, they still like taking sticks and making fire, going outside and cooking outside on branches, not coal, branches. I mean, guys, y'all need to see that. Y'all need to go ahead and check it out. I mean, they don't have nothing, but they so rich. I mean, they smiling. And the thing about it is that they are very, very, to us, poor, but they don't know that. And I mean, and their teeth, I mean, their teeth are so healthy, so white. I say, my God, they take some of them, how they don't use toothpaste. They take some kind of branch off a tree and they brush their teeth with that branch. I mean, and God is so healthy, so white. They go into the river, yes, in a stream, and they take their shower in a stream. They still have outhouses, like our great grandmothers down here in the South. I think they had outhouses. I don't remember, but I believe that they had outhouses. I remember my great grandmother used to talk about they had outhouses, and they have outhouses. Don't have no toilet or anything in those villages. And the ones that's doing the YouTube, the bloggers, some of them, one of them, well, two of them really made it out of the village. And I don't like the way that it played out because they running to furnace. They running pretty much to other races. One of them, what she did was she met a Filipina, and with her YouTube money, she built one of his family members. I think that's his grandmother. She didn't have a home. One of the Philippines built her a nice house, and she still got a lot to do in her own village. And it was said, I saw someone had come in and said that, you know, the reason why, it's good for them to have a little money because they appreciate life more with just a little money. Because when they get a big money, you get a lot of money, they want to go ahead and move out. That's just like what we do. But not knowing that, like I said, when God blesses us, it's not just for us, it's to be to a blessing to help our own instead of pouring it out into some other community. So like I say, guys, when it comes to this world, right, this world is really messed up. I should show you we still got a long, long, long ways to go. But yeah, that's what I've been watching. I mean, I'm very interested in it, because they even talked about which I might make a video on it. I just don't like to put all that stuff on my YouTube anymore because now they don't like you to play other people content, and even if you just play like a little small snippet of it, they'll have a problem with that too. People will come and just try to strike it down, and already have been through all this. But like I said, they are happy, and that's all that matters, and I was watching one of them today where this I'm not even gonna mention her name, but she's from Israel, and she came to Kenya to go and blog her and supposed to be her boyfriend. They are blogging in Africa in those little villages, complaining. One of them complaining, just complaining. Don't even want the black Africans, some of them, to touch her, but yet she using all of her content, using their content to monetize on her channel. Yes, she profiting off, and that's the part that I don't understand. I just don't like it. How they can come in and profit off of the backs of our people. But I like the part where when she was talking to some of them, how they was talking about they are submissive to their husband, where they pretty much treat their husband like a king. And how they look forward when their husband come out the field or come from work, to have his meals, and they bow at his feet. Yeah, they was talking about all that. And she came in and she started talking about, oh, she won't do nothing like this, she, because she still have the European, because she is a European, she's not going to do none of this and all that. And then she started bringing up about gays, and she even had a affair, a lesbian affair. These people didn't know nothing about that. They was even asking her questions. What you mean, two women and two men, and how they pretty much one of them said they gonna have families. You can't reproduce like that. And she was saying, well, what they do is they go and they adopt them out, and like adopt kids and stuff like that. She said, nah, we not like that. But like I said there and say, they bring in all that filth, all that stuff to these people. These people, their ears are virgin. And to me, when I saw that, it's just to show you that when it comes to the Bible are prophecies. All this stuff right here is talking about us. All is talking about us. And if we really go outside of our four walls, come out of the United States and go out there and explore other countries, especially Africa, and see our history, we're going to be shocked. We'll be shocked that the entire, most likely, the stuff that, in the Bible, what they didn't sit there and erase, but in that Bible, it's talking about us. It's actually talking about us, because all the stuff that we think that happened, in the past, the old time days, and all this stuff, those people still living. Some of those people are still living like that. Got the cattle on the streets, blowing out of a ram horn. Come on, guys. Like I said there and say, these people sat there and studied us, took everything, our culture, took everything and made it their own. Made it their own. And they'll tell us, oh, don't go to Africa, or tell us that it's a S-hole, and telling us how these people, poverty and all this stuff. But yet they can't keep themselves out of it. They there, having them Africans waiting on them hand and feet, serving them. Come on, guys, make it make sense. That's just to show you, like I said, guys, we got a long, long ways to go. A long, long ways to go. A very long ways to go. But I'm gonna start probably do videos, but I think I'm gonna start doing pre-records, or just going ahead and just make my videos. Probably go ahead and do it like that. But like I say, when it's, when it comes to a lot of stuff of our people, we just got to do a little better. We just got to learn to support each other, because this right here, this it right here. We either gonna go ahead and we're gonna push this forth, or we just gonna sink. But this it, because it can't get no worse than what it already is. But we got to work together. We got to come together in unity. We got to stop sitting there trying to put our foot on one another. We just got to stop doing that. Stop hating each other. For what? For what? I mean, if you watch those African videos, how they blog, these people get along like family. They get along with their neighbors. But we can't, because the way that we was taught, the way that we was conditioned. Well, we got to shake that old residue off, man. We have to shake it off. But yeah, I might sit there and start making some videos so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. And then they got some of them. One of them, I like her video. She went ahead and she married an African down there, but I think she was in the real estate business or something to the fact. But she's doing pretty. She's doing real good. She done built her home in they call it the bush. It only took her like 2 years. I mean, beautiful house. I mean, the grounds. I mean, she really sat there and her and her husband, got that land together. And the labor, the labor is pretty much like they got these people, paying them pennies on the dollars. Now I couldn't do that. I just couldn't do it. I have to sit there and make sure that, if they're going to work from sun up to sundown, I have to make sure that, at least I know that, their family got a place to go ahead and lay their head and make sure that they are comfortable and clean and, and stuff like that. But when you going back to Africa, I believe that, like we going back home. I would love to go back home to the motherland one day. But when I do go back, I'm not going there to take. I want to give back. I want to be able to start a business where they can be able to work, and or a school and, educate them and give back, not to sit there and just trying to gain. Because one of the girls that I say she was from the state, her husband grandfather gave her a huge piece of land in Africa. And we always saying, please don't build no houses, build a trade school, a school for those kids, or a farm, something where the entire community going to go ahead and benefit. Don't build all these big old mega homes, these big old huge homes. That does not make no sense. You living in a huge home, but yet all the ones that's around you living poor. You coming out of your home in your on your in your car or motorcycle, whatever they want to ride, and they got to walk miles and miles to their destination. So if the land was given to her by her African husband's grandfather, then I pray that she would take that land and she would give back to the community. That would be awesome. I know that's what I would do. And I watch their videos all the time. So when they come live, I make sure that I go ahead and throw it out, because you know me, I'm going to speak it, and that's real talk. That's real talk. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it up. Thank you for joining my live. And the ones that's coming on and watch the replay, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Because like I say in here is real talk. I try to stand on my truth. I don't like to sugarcoat. I can't sit there and tell people what they want to hear just to tickle their ears. I got to stand on my truth. Now I'm trying to sit there and do something, to make it fun, because, when you people, they don't like, some of them don't want to, they likes to be entertained. Let me just go ahead and say it like that. So I would love to go ahead and do some little fun games. I saw on TikTok, I saw some people was doing it was called a scavenger hunt, where it was like 6 people on the panel and they had to go and get some stuff that they named. Just say, like, if someone say go get a pillow, everybody got to go get a pillow. Or it's like Simon Says, that's pretty much what it is. If they tell you to go get a hairbrush, you go and get a hairbrush. So I would like to go ahead and do some stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it down, guys. So you all have a good night and be blessed.